Welcome everyone to another episode. Have you ever wondered, like, since we were kids, like, you hear on TV and everything, your parents, like, you have to work hard in order for you to get success? But honestly, everything that you've been chasing, the perfect home, the perfect car, the most beautiful life you can think of, like, it's all programming. Like, it's only like in an imagination kind of thing because everything that you see, you hear, it's all full of crap because people are start noticing that everything has changed right now. Like people that go to school, go to college, get a degree, they have to pay the student loan and everything. Yeah, all the stuff that are going on right now, like it's so crazy how we've been programmed. We have been so connected to the system telling us what we can and we cannot do. Like there's someone out there like a CEOs, riches, the richer stay richer, like they control the world. And it is so sad how people right now their wages stay the same. They're struggling to pay their bills. People are struggling, they have no money whatsoever. People are about to go homeless. People don't have People are broke in America. I mean, like, how many of you agree? There's something that is not right. Something isn't right. Because people have to have at least two, three jobs in order for them to survive, in order for them to make a living. They have to work to pay their bills, which is about 20 bills through the month, which is insane. You know, your rent, your utilities, your mortgages, your phone, your Wi Fi, and so many other different bills. But my question is, how can people afford to pay the rent, their utilities, their groceries, like making minimum wage, like they're living paycheck to paycheck? Um, I did a research, and it seems like everything that's going on is insane. In America, there is 2 million people going homeless. Like most of the people that are really struggling, they went to school, they did everything that they were told to do. They follow the system. They pay their tax, property tax. You know, they're just being working to get old. Once they become seniors, they're abandoned. Like they ended up in a senior home, or they're completely broke, and they start having mental illness. There's 8 million people without a job in the United States. In United States, 8 million people really desperately wanted to work, and they can't find a job. How can they survive? So there's always at their house eating a lot of junk food. There's a 100 million people in the United States that are obese. They have problems of obesity, cholesterol, diabetes, this kind of mental illness. And I started noticing like this is so programmed to make you to the early grave. Like, what is it so crazy? Like, people cannot understand things that are so simple to understand. They cannot understand it. People live, like 40% of the population live in the lowest middle class. Like very, very little bit amount of money. They only make $24,000 a year working 40 to 50 hours a week, which is really insane. I don't understand how people can make a living with making so much, like little bit of money. You need at least right now, the new world right now, they make it way even harder for you to buy a house, like way harder. Like they put so many obstacles for you to buy a house because what they really want to do is build 30,000 or even millions of apartment complexes where you have to live there, and you're gonna have to be paying $2,000 for rent. And you always be renting an apartment. That's what the system wants you to do. We've been brainwashed. We've been programmed that if you buy a house as well, it's gonna be yours. No, it won't, because every year you're gonna have to pay property tax, which is so much money. You even if you pay it off, you still gotta have to pay insurance, and the cost of living became so unaffordable. Right now, you need $700 a month for groceries. You need at least $600 to $800 for all the other utilities, like stuff like gas and all that stuff. And just early this 2026, early this year, they announced, and they're even doing it, 8,000 business. are closing. They're going way out of business. They're disappearing because nobody's buying, nobody has money, nobody's buying crap no more. People are struggling financially. I'm being for real, like people are struggling. Nobody has any money. And people are struggling. They live paycheck to paycheck. And the paycheck that they get is going straight to the credit card, to their utilities, their rent, their mortgage. And people live like a prisoners. They're just being slaves to death. Half of the country struggling to pay their bills. Every person, an average person, owns about $7,000 on their credit card. Credit card is a big scam. They want you to pretend that there's money on that card, but it's money that is not yours. You're gonna be ended up paying interest rates, just like a car note, just the same. Back in the days, I remember you could easily buy a SUV for 5,000, 10,000. Now you need at least 70 grand or 80 grand in order for you to buy a nice SUV. Houses used to be 50,000. Now those houses after 10 years, they're about 400,000 right now. And the total depth of it, it's 1.33 trillion dollars. So where are all the opportunities? How come people work their whole life since they're kids? They go to school, they do everything they can to survive, to make a living, to to actually find a way how to succeed in life. But the results are not, the numbers are not even like matching. Something isn't right. The richers keep getting richer, the poor is just getting poor. Like people cannot afford to pay their bills. Many people have stopped to pay their bills. People are going to the storage unit, they're going to live in their van, their car. It's about 1 million people that live inside their car, and they were just not able to pay their bills, to pay the rent, utilities. Housing is the end of housing. I think the house is over because the housing market is just insane. Nobody wants to buy a house in 2026. Nobody's even caring about buying a house because if a house, let's pretend you're 35 or 40 years old right now, right? And you buy a house, you pay 20 grand, which is about, I mean, 20%, which is about 40 to 50 grand for a house that costs you 260,000. You're going to be paying interest rates. You're going to be, if something goes wrong, you're going to have to call a handyman, plumbers, electricians, something. And it is insane. It's going to be your third generation paying it off the house. They're making it way even harder for you to survive. They're making it way even harder to make money. Like there's not even, uh, people are struggling. There's some states like California, New York, people can't leave it there anymore. People cannot. I mean, the dollar over there is just, it makes no sense. Like life is so expensive. Like it's really expensive. People can't afford to live, pay their groceries and stuff like that. People get sick, mental illness. They get all kinds of diseases like obesity, heart stroke, because they're worried too much. So we're being programmed to just be slaves. We're being programmed to follow the protocol of the system or the CEOs. Get to work 40, 50 hours a week, from your 20s to your 60s, and then just retire. I don't know, maybe get abandoned in a senior home and die. Let's just be real. How many of you agree that life shouldn't be like that? How come nobody teach you how to do finances? How come nobody teach you how to actually be doing investment, like buy properties, like land, buying land, like something. But even the people that live in RVs, like mobile homes and stuff, they're struggling to pay for the rent of that land. So where do they really want us to go? Like, where can we fit in this world? Are we really being pushed by the rich, like not to have anything in life? I mean, it's so hard right now because people are struggling financially. People have no money at all. People are broke to death, like they're broke, like negative zero. They have no money whatsoever. And people are keep getting their credit cards. People are thinking about buying a house with the money that if they get fired tomorrow, they lose the house. If you get fired tomorrow, you lose your apartment. And then it's just so many different things that people are facing right now. The lower middle class, well, it doesn't even exist anymore. It's only the poor and the rich. That's it. And people have a mental illness by ages of 30, 45. People cannot afford to pay anything right now. Groceries are skyrocketing. Gas prices, don't even get me started. For you to fill out the tank, you need at least $50 to $100 to buy your gas. Internet, it just went high again. Internet just, I mean, everything that you see, even the air, I mean, everything that you see is just so expensive right now. Even the air that we breathe, it's contaminated. The water that we drink is contaminated. The food that we eat is poisoning us. It's making us lose our mind. So everybody's like really becoming crazier and forgetting things and all of that kind of crap. So what's the whole ideology here? Bottom line, like born, live, die. That's it. It's like they've been programming you to tell you, oh yeah, you gotta have the perfect home, the perfect car, you're gonna have the perfect job. Like that's not the reality. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. You all take care. God bless. And I hope everybody find a way how to pay their bills, because the way how we're facing right now in 2026 isn't really simple at all. You're free to subscribe to my channel. Welcome everyone. Everyone is welcome to this channel. And you want to see some more of these videos, you're welcome to subscribe. You all have a great day.